day 2, and we are currently heading back to the same general area that we were herping in yesterday. We ended up crashing at Graham's place last night, and we are getting ready to hit the field again this morning. But we're going to stop and flip a couple of boards, or at least check and see if there's boards at a spot Graham found. And then we're going to go head out into the field and flip rocks for the rest of the day. Well, Steven just spotted our first snake of the day. This is a wandering garter snake. One of the more common snakes we see here in Colorado. But yeah, we've seen a lot of them on the channel. This one isn't particularly exciting. It's pretty normal looking, and he's got a weird kink in his back there, so we're just gonna let him go and get back to flipping. But we're wrapping up here in Colorado. Haven't seen too much other than this guy, so we're probably about to head to Wyoming for the rest of the day. But nice little wandering garter snake to start the day. Let him go. He's periscoping. All right. He's in there. Look at that.
I bet the milks do that fly.
All right. Stand by for Milksnake. That is obscene and disrespectful.
I'll get a milk here one day.
These guys. Another mini line skink. Look at that guy.
Right by you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one's big.
Whoa, whoa! Look at that thing, dude. Yeah. Look at this lizard. That is glorious. And then I've got a little juvenile mini line skink. And then Carson's got another garter
Look at
snake.
his tail.
Dude, we're rolling. We're rolling in them out here. Whoa! Very nice.
That's a good one.
That's awesome.
That's a really.
This giant mini line skink is so cool. Look at that. We saw a couple of these today, and we saw one in Wyoming yesterday, but that is just it's a prime specimen. I don't think you could find a better looking individual of this species. That is amazing. And here's the crown jewel of our first stop of the day, a beautiful juvenile bull snake. These guys are super common here in Colorado, but I mean, they're a pituophis. How are you not gonna appreciate a pituophis? So we're all super excited about this guy. It was an awesome flip clip too, to see him under that board. But yeah, this little spot panned out pretty well, and I think we got a good start to the day here with a couple of garter snakes, some more skinks, and this nice little bull snake. So we're gonna photograph this guy real quick and put him back under his board, and probably head to Wyoming from here. What a beautiful snake. And he's nice and relaxed too. Sometimes these guys can be a little temperamental, but this guy has been pretty chill with us. So we're just gonna let him go. All right, releasing our first bull snake of the trip, hopefully not the last. This skink has bitten me 3 times while we're sitting here letting this bull snake go. Here's our first herp in Wyoming for the day, a nice big Scaloporus. This girl looks like she's carrying eggs. I don't know what species this is, so I'm gonna have to double check and label it correctly. So we're just gonna let her go. But I saw her zooming around out here. Go on. Look how fast she is. That's cool. Oh my God!
My God! Oh my God!
Oh! Let's go!
Oh my God!
Yeah! Yeah! Dude. What even?
Yeah!
Dude!
Noah, what even?
Beautiful orange coloration. A little bit of newsprinting. They're not the cleanest milk snakes, but they're just stunning and super unique looking. Very different from any milks I've seen anywhere else. Really awesome. Graham's getting video of the other one right now, and then we'll get another look at them together before we let them go. But beautiful milk snake. Look at that aberrant pattern on the side too. Super, super cool. These are such big, beefy milk snakes too. Like, come here. Come here. Look at this. It's a solid 2-foot snake. Really, really awesome. Oh no, not the hole. All right, here's this guy in the sun again. Look at that yellow. That might be his best feature, honestly. That yellow coloration is amazing. And the head. Really pale head, yeah, the sides. There's just not anything bad about this snake. I mean, holy crap. What a beauty. Here is the more attractive of the milks, in my opinion. I think this is the boy. This guy is grumpy. But look at that. Really, really hard to believe we got these so fast today after all the work we had to put in yesterday to find one, but I'm not complaining. It's better than not finding milk snakes. But look at that, such a beautiful snake. These guys have a pretty wide range in Wyoming. It's just not very well understood. And frankly, I don't even know if they've been found in this particular area before. I would assume they have, because we're not too far from places where I know people find them, but really fantastic looking snakes either way, and I'm hopeful that we can find some more since we got 2 early today. So we're gonna see. And here's the female again. She's got a really kinked tail, which is something that we don't see terribly often, but we did find a king snake back at home earlier this year that had a very similar something going on. All right, here's a look at these 2 snakes together real quick before we let them go. But as you can see, this one's a little bit more typical, like Western milk snake looking. And then this one's got that crazy yellow tint and the faded head. But obviously they're both very, very attractive looking snakes, and just about anywhere these would be nice milks. All right, first 2 milks of the day. Hopefully there will be more to come, but you never know. These are very difficult snakes to find, according to some people. Hasn't been terribly hard for us to find them so far, but then again, we're not really sure if we're getting lucky or if we're just hitting different spots that other people haven't tried or what, but we've been rolling in them both times we've tried. What you got? Nice. Wow. Look at that. That's even more yellow than the one yesterday.
Better on top too.
Better than
Goodness gracious.
Find me another snake that is that yellow, except for the one that is that yellow.
That is insane. That is like, I mean, the pale milks are great, but what even is this? Why are these snakes not talked about more? Yellow-bellied racers. Yeah, yellow-bellied racers need a cult following. Change my mind. That is one of the nicest snakes I've ever seen in the wild. And this one, we found a real nice one yesterday, but it wasn't quite as pretty on top. And it wasn't nearly that vibrant on the bottom either. All right, we are taking a couple quick pics of this beauty. Graham's trying to get him to sit in a way that looks good in pictures, which is proving pretty difficult. All right, we're gonna let this beauty go into the grass here where we found him and see what he does. Takes off into the juniper trees.
Once they get I got him. He swam up to the surface. Ooh, no! Oh, there he goes.
No, I can get him. I can get him. Here, take my bag.
Dude, they're everywhere.
Yeah, because there's no bullfrogs. A leopard frog?
Ah!
He's to your left, Noah. To your left. To your
Where?
left. Right
That's a
there.
different one.
Grab him.
Oh!
Look at how big that man is.
He's yeller too.
Are these little Gambusia looking things the tigers on there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What is that right there?
Noah just said that.
Yeah, I saw one swimming around.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
That thing is awesome.
This is so slippery.
You hear all the mosquitoes?
Oh, yeah. There's a choir of them.
Damn it!
Dude, look at him go.
They're so fast.
There's
All right, here's the racer Carson found on the other side of the pond while we were looking at that leopard frog. And then you can actually see there's another leopard frog on the bottom there. And
right there.
Where's the toad?
right there at the surface almost.
Oh yeah. And then there's a Woodhouse's toad right here. Good diversity in this little pond. Here's a Woodhouse's toad up on the land. I was heading back to the car and he was just hopping around up here on the dry land. Really cool. We haven't seen too many of these guys, if any, on the channel before, so really neat. Woodhouse's toad here in Wyoming. Racer! Racer. I I knew all that concrete had to produce something. Another pretty little guy.
Decent.
So right after I cut, Steven had a woodhouse I jump out from under him. This is a good double.
The racer's eyeing him.
You gonna eat that woodhouse toad? Oh, very nice. Two species we don't see terribly often on the channel. Woodhouse's toad and yellow-bellied racers, which we've been seeing plenty of these. These have been the most common snake of the trip thus far. You good with this guy?
Yeah.
So, I don't know how the GoPro video came out, but Carson just found his second milk of the trip. And we were all just downhill of him. But look at that. That is awesome. Holy crap. It took most of the day to find another one, but we have just found our 4th Wyoming milk snake of the trip. Very, very cool. These snakes are quite abundant out here, it seems, but it's hard to find good rocks. Like, that is a perfect rock that Carson flipped that snake under, and we haven't seen many of those today. That might be the weirdest milk of the trip so far. I've never seen anything quite... What is this fly? Never seen anything quite like that, but Carson is killing it. His second milk of the trip. Look at that. Very cool. Their bellies are mostly completely white. Look at that. Not much pattern at all on the belly. So this is a much different milk snake than the other 3 we found. It's a lot less traditionally beautiful, but I definitely think that it's possibly my favorite so far because it's got such weird... I mean, it's a quintessential pale milk, really. It's faded.
You're gonna have to put one of your photos in there just to see why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with the pink in there, it just
it doesn't look pink at all in my hand right now, but in flash,
it looks only pink.
The faded coloration, that orange just turns into a weird pink color. It's really, really cool. Here he is in the sun one more time before we let him go. But really awesome. Fantastic find by Carson. And the 4th milk of the trip. 3rd one of the day. Because we had a double flip. And then this guy. So we're just going to put him back under his rock. And maybe we might have enough time for another one today. It's about 5 o'clock right now. So we've got like 2 more hours of good light before it starts getting dark. So we're going to use those hours very appropriately. And we're going to hit it hard for a little bit longer. See what else we can find. All right. Carson is coming to release his man. Or actually, this is a girl. So his woman. There she goes.
Sorry.
Shade rock?
Huh?
Big shade rock?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, the space. I bet if that rock was in a better spot, it would have had one. It just doesn't get any warmth. Look at this one. This one right here.
Snake, racer.
Got him. Good stuff. Where was he? Basking?
He was right here.
Did he just come flying down the hill?
Dude.
That's going to be a cool video clip. They're all so beautiful here. Look at this thing.
Yeah, they're really good.
Look at that.
Except for the ones that aren't.
I mean, he's not.
You want to flip the rock? He's wagging at us.
All right, here's Graham with our next racer of the day that we just caught while I was trying to flip this rock. He came flying down the hill right past me, but that's got to be what? Like
That's the 7th.
7th of the day?
Something like that.
We've seen a lot of these guys.
Flipping this awesome hillside here. And yet another racer. This one being the only one that's been particularly defensive all day, but he sure is. He's been trying to bite me in the face, trying to bite my hand. Very grumpy snake, but another yellow belly racer. I think this is right about 10 or 12 for the trip, so going pretty good, but we're just going to release this guy and keep on rolling.
Yeah, yeah, it has a lot of space under it, and if it wasn't in the shade, I think it would have had a milk. These are good rocks.
Yeah.
They're all leaning. This is the one.
Yep. Should have been.
Yeah. I bet it will be on the right day. Just not today. I don't know why it wasn't today, but it wasn't. Oh, milk, milk, milk! Ooh!
Yes!
On camera, dude.
You got that?
Yeah, I was filming the racer and I got, oh, milk, milk, milk.
Look at that. That is Milksnake number 4 for the day and 5 for the trip. And Graham was making an Instagram reel when I found it, so he got the flip clip of me flipping it. And then you guys will get to see, you know, the actual flip clip on YouTube. All right, guys, well, we're gonna put this guy back, but pale milk snake number 4 for the day. Probably the prettiest one so far. This guy has super reduced black on the lower edges of the bands, which is really the big field mark for pale milk snakes versus regular western milk snakes. Of course, by the current taxonomy, they're all just western milk snakes, but we all know that's not, you know. What do we think about that?
It's dumb.
But yeah, maybe we can get another one. We still got a little bit more time and an endless amount of habitat, so we're gonna keep driving, look for good habitat, get out and hit it, and yeah, start working our way towards where we're gonna stay tonight, I think. All right, well, dude, I didn't get the release clip of the first 2 I flipped because my phone ran out of storage, so boom. All right, guys, well, I think that is gonna wrap up our second day in Wyoming. We're currently heading into town to get food and a hotel, but wow, that was awesome. We saw lots of snakes, we saw lots of amphibians. It was just a great day overall. Wouldn't you guys agree? What do you think, Carson?
It was so much fun, guys, and I would do it all over again.
And we're going to tomorrow, just
Yes, we are.
in a different state. Yep, we're currently heading into town to get food, like I said. Graham bought a Bulbasaur at the gas station.
He brought us luck.
Yep, that's our lucky charm for the trip. So, I didn't know this, but apparently there's a blood moon eclipse tonight, and we're out here looking at it, so check that out. It's gonna be terrible video, but you can see how crazy the moon looks right now.
Dude, it looks great without this light.
That's awesome. Very cool. All right, boys, well, we found a bunch of milk snakes today, and we've got a hotel pool all to ourselves. I'd say it was a pretty good day.
It was a great day.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.